More juice for the gyro.
I like the juice. Juice is good.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Card Quest. I'm your host, Andy Kazin. On deck tonight, we've got a live 12-team Superflex fantasy football draft with sports card content creators. This is very exciting because the stakes are incredibly high. We're going to talk about it tonight. Steve, the Hitman Caladesi, here with me. Steve, is this your final season-long fantasy football draft?
Yeah, minus any maybe sleeper ones we do after for funsies. Yeah, this is the main scheduled one that I have, and I had my keeper year 16 keeper draft over the weekend. That went really well, so I am excited about this. This will mark the beginning of the fantasy football season for me after this draft. So
awesome, man! Yeah, dude, so exciting! Just a couple days away. Let me go ahead and get this draft board. So this draft is going to kick off here at 9 p.m. We got Derek in the house, Roberto, good stuff. Yeah, this is the final season-long one for me. And this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my 7th season-long fantasy league for the season. So I think I'm pretty much tapped out in terms of like managed leagues that I have to do maintain the roster on a weekly basis. What's your limit, Steve? Is this what number is this for you?
Let's see. We got these 4. So yeah, I'm at 6. Not counting a couple random Yahoo ones for the funsies, but yeah, I got 6 legit managed leagues as well.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's pretty conservative when you compare like some of these fantasy experts that I listen to on podcasts that have like 20, 30 leagues. Like later on tonight, our guy Derek Richard is going to hop on with us after this live stream tonight, guys. We're going balls to the walls tonight to do as many best ball drafts as we can, those leagues where we can draft that don't have those weekly start-sit decisions. So after this very exciting draft we're about to do, we are going to do more of those. So I hope you guys are buckled in tonight, man, ready to dig in. And of course, if you guys have live eBay snipes, we're going to be popping back and forth periodically between eBay and the draft. You know, we can't resist it, man. We got our eyes on a few auctions. We got some watch lists going on. So we're going to be popping back and forth between that. Steve, are you ready to draft? Are you ready for me to kind of talk about the roster construction, the scoring formats, and the contestants that we've got here in this league?
Absolutely, man. I want to know who we're going up against, and I think the community does too.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what these content creators, these sports card content creators, do in a Superflex fantasy football league. The stakes are incredibly high. It's primarily bragging rights, but the bragging rights are high because then you get either proclaimed a champion or a you get flamed out on social media for being terrible at fantasy football. So we got Ziggy No. Ziggy No was one of the very first subscribers to my channel back in the summer of 2020. Very passionate about sports cards, blatantly tells it as he sees it. We've got you, the Hitman, here at the number 2 spot, my good friend and co-host here on our weekly live stream. And we'll be back at, football card strategy, full-time pick'ems, the whole 9 yards after tonight. We got the nooffseason.com guys in here. We got Paul Hickey, and he actually might pop in later on here in a little bit. And he's in Spain, so he's waking up super early for this. So shout out to that dude. He is a trooper. We got Gary from Hoops and Cards. So this will be interesting. Gary is primarily a basketball card podcaster and content creator. Does the basketball card strategy show with Paul. And then Lefty McKee, who's a diehard Browns fan. So we're just going to go ahead and say it, but watch out for him drafting Nick Chubb here. Maybe Deshaun, I don't know. So we got Lefty McKee here at the 1.5. The Card Dojo, man. This guy's got a nice little stack of Patrick Mahomes rated rookies from all those 2017 Donruss packs he's opened over the past couple of years. We got Doug from SEI. You can find his work anywhere you see Market Movers, Sports Card Investor. He's representing that team. Mike Ham, sports card and fishing enthusiast. We got Mike Ham always coming in hot to the card shows, doing the live streams from his car, always dishing out some good hobby content. Myself at the 9 spot, Lou Janu from Card Talk Pod, and part of that Vayner Media group. Man, Lou Janu is such a cool guy. He was on with Carter and I a few weeks ago with the 1/1 Black Finite Elijah Moore rookie card. So very, very cool. Very cool to have him in the pod. That Card Talk Pod is done with Ryan from Card Collector 2, who does like, I've seen screenshots of his eBay transactions for like 90 days. He's posted up. He hit like a milestone not too long ago. It was like 300K or something. Ooh. Crazy, sold transactions in the past 90 days. We got our man Carter the Power, who, if you heard him earlier today or in the recording, like the early recording that we did, he is very raspy right now, recovering from that LSU loss on Sunday night. That was brutal. That was brutal, and he was live streaming from a public venue, Stumpy's down in Louisiana and Baton Rouge. And then we got 52's the Mike, and you can find his work over at thecardhedger.com, www.thecardhedger.com. Very cool sports card data analysis website that I'm interested to learn more about, and look forward to having these guys on the channel throughout the season and on the channel more. And some of them are going to pop in here tonight throughout the draft. And we're doing a Superflex draft. This is a Superflex league, Steve. So you have that ability to start 2 quarterbacks. It's one quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, 3 flex spots, and then a Superflex spot, and then 1 defense. Got rid of the kickers and added in a 3rd flex spot. Got the Superflex spot, and then the defense. So we're going to try and keep the pace up. We've got 60 seconds per pick, 19 rounds. And scoring format. Scoring format is interesting because it's mostly standard full point PPR. The tight ends do get a 0.5 PPR bonus. So tight ends get 1.5 PPR, whereas all the other running backs, wide receivers get the standard 1 PPR. And then there is a 2-point bonus for 20 plus carries. And there's some interesting, it's like a 2 or 3 point bonus that I've sprinkled in there for quarterbacks that have over a 400-yard passing game, or running backs that have over a 200-yard rushing game. Receivers have over a 200-yard receiving game. Plus, then I got a couple points for each positional category based on a 50-plus yard bomb. If you get one of those big bombs off, those big plays, big breakaway runs, then you get a little point bonus there as well. I also added in, and it's kind of ancillary, but I did add in like a point or 2 bonus for 4th and outs. If a defense stops an opposing offense on a 4th down, I believe that should be a bonus. So I've got some interesting little bonuses in there for the defense as well. So, yeah, man, I love this format. Steve, I like to do a variety of single QB and Superflex. In a 12-team league, the quarterback is totally devalued if it's only a single QB league. And I love the Superflex format because it gives you so much correlation to, even more so, to the football card hobby.
For the QB scoring, is that 4 points for a touchdown then?
Yes, a passing touchdown from a quarterback is standard 4 points, whereas wide receiver, running back, tight end is all 6 points for a touchdown.
I think for the maybe let's talk about it off stream, but maybe for the winner, perhaps a 1-of-1 shirt, or maybe a 1-of-1 custom card. Perhaps. What do you think about that?
I like it, man. I like it. I've actually got some custom cards for the Quest that came in today, and that can definitely be part of the championship trophy. I love it, man. I love it. I'm all ears to stuff like that. I think it's got to be something pretty serious. And then look at that. We're started, man. We're on the board. Ziggy knows first guy to pick. Josh Allen at the 1.1 there. He's no messing around, man. Going with the number 1 consensus quarterback. Hitman goes Justin Herbert. I think this is the second time you picked Justin Herbert, isn't it?
No, last time I ended up with like a 6th or 7th pick, and I ended up with Jonathan Taylor last time we did this.
Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I can zoom in, guys. I know it gets a little small there on the screen, so let's zoom it in. Car Dojo, what's up, man? He says, let's get to chirping. We got Mike Ham out there in the chat. Hoops and Cards Gary's on the clock. Well, I guess Paul's awake, man. He goes Patrick Mahomes at the 1.3 is a pretty smart pick. I don't know about you, Steve, but Patrick Mahomes has been at the top of his game for quite a few years now.
I'm still sticking with maybe a small regression for him. Just my thoughts. I think that maybe they find out how good Tyreek Hill was to them.
The Car Dojo is definitely bummed, man, with the big Kansas City arrow there. He says, blasphemy. No regression from Mahomes. No, but the numbers do kind of paint a small regression, especially for Travis Kelce. So it's interesting, right? Look at the Car Dojo pivoting after Burrow. Like Lefty McKee goes Joe Burrow right there at the 1.5 spot, showing some serious confidence in the third-year quarterback coming off the appendicitis, man.
I like it. I got nothing but faith in that man.
Whoa, Mike Ham going Alvin Kamara at the 1.8 after Doug goes Christian McCaffrey at the 7. And, at that time, this is what's pretty wild. This is my first exposure to Lamar Jackson. Believe it or not, Steve, I'm not lying. This is the first league that I've gotten Lamar Jackson. So I'm kind of excited about that.
And I think outside of maybe a couple of best ball drafts, I think this is my first Herbert as well.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, of course, I've got Lamar Jackson in some best ball leagues where I don't have to make those roster decisions on a weekly basis. And, he has been at a pretty good value throughout the summer. We talk about his value in sports cards, how, that Josh Allen PSA 10 base Donruss, last time I checked, that was like a $400 card, whereas Lamar Jackson, that's like $100 to $150 card, so there's like a massive difference where it used to be flip-flop the other way around after Lamar Jackson came off that 2019 MVP season where he led the NFL in passing touchdowns, also had put up like over 1,000 rushing yards, like obviously the best rushing quarterback in the league. So I guess that's and that's what I'm shooting for right there. Like in a Superflex format, I definitely want one of those dual threat quarterbacks that have the potential to put up those kind of numbers on the ground and in the air. Look at 52's the Mike double tapping some veterans, man.
Doubling down on the quarterbacks. I like it.
Russ and Tom Brady at the turn. The GOAT still making it into the beginning of the second round. That's the Superflex format for you.
So with 19 rounds, I predict it's going to get a little thin at the end. But for most of us that have been doing our homework every week, I think there'll be some names that we still recognize.
Justin Jefferson. All right, second wide receiver off the board. Lou Janu, not messing around, going with one of the consensus top wide receivers off the board here. And look at this QB talent. You know what? This is going to be an interesting build here, but I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to do it. Lefty McKee's not going to be too happy with me, but we're going to go Jamar Chase. We're going to go Jamar Chase with the 2.4 pick here. This is a very interesting draft for me so far. It's not unfolded like any other draft that I've been in this summer, which is fun, The
one thing, even though I'm more of a traditional roster format kind of guy, I do like the just, on the fly strategies that you have to implement with these kind of boomerangs being thrown at you with this.
Andrew Peachy says, jump on Hurts, breakout season this year. That top-ranked O-line, that run-heavy offense, Philadelphia Eagles, playing the Lions week 1. We may have some bold takes for you later on in the live stream as some more of these picks unfold. Look at Doug SEI going with the robust running back approach. The King Henry going into his 6th year, man, says he's still got the crown.
Might be a little run. Maybe a little run here, perhaps.
Card Dojo said, I got faith in my strategy, which fell apart after the third.
That's the name of the game.
He's tilting already. He's tilting already in the second round. Now going Najee Harris. Dalvin Cook, man, run on of running backs here. Big run on running backs right now.
Yeah, like I said, when you got a handful of guys in the sports card community or fantasy community, you're gonna see a lot of guys get taken off your watch list.
Appreciate that, Sir Bongs, a lot. Hope you're having a good night. Ray Gamer with a little cartoon puppy guy playing the guitar says, should I start? He's got a fantasy question. I'm going to start up. Okay, and make sure I'm not the pick. See, this is what happens to me, Steve. I end up getting into the chat. I'm like, oh, a question. This is awesome. I love questions from you guys out there in the chat, and then I get auto-picked, and that's why my team name, well, I guess you can't see it on here, but my team name is Auto-Pick Andy.
Finally did it, huh?
I did. Derek Richards been bugging me for a while to name at least one of my fantasy teams Auto-Pick Andy. So I did that. What's going on, Steeler? I see you out there. Joseph London. Awesome. He's sniping a couple Randy Moss rookies in a couple of minutes. Oh, man, he's going. Randy Moss, one of the wide receiver goats. Oh, excellent, man. 1998. What's the set from 1998 that you want to target, Steve? Like, what's your gold standard for Randy Moss?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think there's some EX rookies that year, is there not? I believe there is, and they're pretty expensive.
EX, yeah, I believe there's EX. You got the I want to say Precious Metal Gems, but I'm sure he's in a Precious Metal Gem set. Of course, Topps Chrome, Topps Finest, Bowman, those kind of sets. Upper Deck has got some pretty cool cards from 1998.
Yeah, EX 1998. It's a beautiful card, and there's scarce variations of those as well. Looks like, well, there's a star date insert. That one's not too bad. It's about $100 card.
New Collector said, did some sports cards get added into the prize pool? You better believe it, New Collector. Ziggy said he was gonna donate up. Whoever wins the league gets a 2000 Bowman PSA 9 Tom Brady rookie card.
Whoa.
Yep.
Is that legit?
No, it's a joke. I'm seeing how long I can go. What's going on here? Okay, Scout. All right, Hitman went Mark Andrews. No off season. Paul goes Pitts after Gary goes Kelsey, then Hill. All right. Kendall goes Swift. Cardojo goes Stafford. Debo Samuel, Mike Evans. Get out of here. What? So this means that whoa.
Is it a reprint, they asked?
We have our first visitor of the night, or should I say early morning where he's at.
Hey, you're muted.
You're muted, Paul. Maybe he's live spectating. I know that he's where he's at in Spain. It's like 3 a.m. and he doesn't want to wake up his wife and kids. That would be very bad. So maybe he's muted intentionally.
Could be. Don't blame him.
I give you props, Paul, for hopping on this early in the morning, man. You look like you're wide awake, though. I mean, you look like you've been already went for a jog. Looks like you already he did. Wow, man, that's impressive.
I think maybe Derek sent him a case of Red Bull.
Yeah. It's got that strong coffee. I was gonna say Colombian coffee, but no, he's in Spain. That's not the same. So, but I'm sure there's like super strong espresso and stuff that they drink in Spain.
Let's see, we got a Trey Lance sighting. Carter the Power, going with Trey Lance.
I know. I was actually, to be honest with you, and I may regret this, but that was who I was torn between, Trey Lance and Dak Prescott. I went with Dak Prescott over Trey Lance for the simple fact that the Cowboys defense is set up for some pretty serious regression. They were one of the top scoring defenses last year, and I do not think they're going to score those touchdowns this year, which is going to force Dak Prescott to throw the ball that much more. And he may increase some rushing production this year too. All right. Now it is time. Oh, we got to go with my guy here, man. Got to go with my guy. Get that Tampa Bay exposure.
Digging the Cousins pick. You guys know where I stand on that.
Yeah. Yeah, digging the Cousins pick. Love the Kevin O'Connell signing, like finally getting rid of Mike Zimmer, getting to a fast pace. I mean, they had a decent speed. Their defense really didn't get that much better, if at all, on paper. And Justin Jefferson has just been beating everybody. Joint practices, doesn't matter who they put on him. I love this week 1 matchup too. They're playing the Packers, man. So he's going to get put up against Jair Alexander, Eric Stokes. It doesn't matter. Like, put your best corner on Justin Jefferson and let Kirk Cousins go to work. It's Justin Jefferson. Jair Alexander is not going to be able to shut him down. But that's what's so fun. Like, such an exciting matchup week 1 to see that right out of the gate.
I'm telling you what, I think that's going to kind of set the tone for the rest of the season, because the division is going to be pretty interesting. I think more interesting than most people think it's going to be. Everyone just assumes Green Bay is going to run away with the division again, and I just don't see that happening.
I don't either. Look at this, Carter, the Power sighting here in the chat. Apparently, I've been sniping Michael Ham. I believe that this draft so far has been pretty wild. I don't know if this is a byproduct of 12 content creators in the same draft, or if it's a byproduct of, this now being 2 days before the season, and we're just like, oh, at this point, we're hot taked out. We're like doubling back on our own takes, and but it's like one of those things where you get so deep in the weeds at this point, you kind of just have to remove yourself from it and not think so much. It's like when you're out there on the golf course, the last thing you want to do is like actually think about your swing. You just want to swing,
and I think we do a lot of standard drafts. We do a lot of best ball drafts. We kind of have a feeling of, where every player is going to go in each round, and drafts like this ruin that after one round,
Yeah, I got the private chat from Paul Hickey there. He's purposely not talking to not wake up the fam. That was cool though, that to see him pop in. That was awesome. He says he's on Nespresso. That's what they call it over there. Yeah, man. Check that out. If you guys, so quick plug for the work that Paul and myself put together. Even the Hitman helped me behind the scenes on writing some of the player bios and putting together some of the tiers. And it's all based off of workload volume, athletic profile, the team situation, the strength of schedule, the play calling, that whole 9 yards. We put together a draft kit. So if you have any drafts between now and Thursday, go check it out. Now's the time. Take advantage of it. Next few days, nooffseason.com/fantasy. Legit every league. Turns out Carter has just been, you're not supposed to put all your eggs in one basket, I think, because what happens, what if Jalen Hurts went down, man? God forbid. But what happened if he did, then in every single one of your leagues, you're kind of down and out.
Yeah, that's also on the flip side. If he ends up being like the QB 1 or 2, then the inverse happens.
That's true, man. That's true. That's true. He's a solid guy. I mean, he's a stud, and he makes it look easy to put up top 10 QB finishes, just primarily based off of rushing. And let's see what we got here. Joseph London coming in with the first snipe of the night.
I love it.
We got a 1998 Topps Chrome Randy Moss for $42. PSA 9. Right on, man. Yeah, dude, that's a 98 Topps Chrome rookie card. Like, that's a rookie card. Randy Moss for $42 in PSA 9 condition. I bet you the pop is not crazy high on that just because of the age. So I think that's a great flip, man. He's still pretty relevant on TV too. And it's like, I feel like as Justin Jefferson continues to excel, that's kind of like there's a lot of correlation there to Randy Moss's early years in Minnesota.
I think Randy Moss is always going to be considered one of the greatest receivers of all time. So you can never go wrong with a little investing there.
Oh, I'm on the clock. I'm over here.
I'll be your little alarm clock when you're coming up. So
yeah, I'm sure you will.
I want to help you beat that over under that they put on you for the auto picks.
Let's go. I'm gonna get this guy. He's gonna ball out week one.
I've had DJ Moore in my keeper league since his rookie year, and I'm hoping that this is the year that it pays the biggest dividends, which I think it will.
Sports Card Strategy said, tough pick for me there. And he went Travis Etienne. I know he's bullish on Travis Etienne going back to his Clemson days when he led the NCAA in broken tackles in 2019. So I know I have Etienne in a few of my leagues. I think he's such a good value. He's got so much athletic potential. And for PPR, I mean, hey, that's a solid pick, man, because Trevor Lawrence was his college quarterback. There could absolutely be a great connection there.
I feel like the Gibson pick could be a polarizing pick, but if he ends up maybe proving that he's not fumble prone and keeps the starting job, we know he's got the talent to put some serious numbers up.
Let's see what's going on here. Let's check in on the Sleeper League chat. If you guys haven't checked out Sleeper for your season-long fantasy leagues, you're missing out, man. It's an incredible platform. The user interface, the draft interface here is fantastic. The social aspect of it with your league mates. So I'm checking in here. Now the real Jap can finally start 2 minutes ago. Who did Lou get? Oh, he got Cortland Sutton. I see what happened there. He sniped Cortland Sutton from 52's the Mike, who had Russell Wilson at the 1.12. He could not allow the Russell Wilson Cortland Sutton stack to happen. It's too powerful. It's like an infinity stone. Then we can start the Jerry Jeudy Cortland Sutton debate, man. And that's a polarizing one, man. They're going to be put to not so much of a test week one. It could be a Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon week one with how bad the Broncos are about to roast the Seahawks on Monday Night Football. Do you see that they're wearing their lime green, whatever they call it, attack uniforms? I think it was.
They can blend in nice with all the penalty flags they're going to incur, I'm sure. I got to say, I was really high on Tim Patrick. It's really a shame he got hurt in the offseason, but, they have a lot of depth at receiver. They have good receiving running backs. They have a good receiving tight end. So not to say that they won't miss him, but I was intrigued to see what he would actually do with, competent quarterback play.
Not crazy about these picks right here, man. You know what? We're gonna reach a little bit. We're gonna come down here. Don't get enough of this guy. We're going for it. That one's for you, Derek.
Oh, Juju
Smith-Schuster. There you go.
I bet offseason was hoping to make it back to him.
Or the Card Dojo.
I'm not even looking at Sleeper. I'm looking at the live stream until it gets to like 2 picks before me because I'm watching everyone I want just fly off the board here.
This has been I don't know, man. This has been a wild draft. We're only in the middle of the 6th round here. Doug goes Jerry Jeudy. Doug's also only got one quarterback, going with the robust running back start, and then getting Debo Samuel, Keenan Allen, Matt Ryan, Jerry Jeudy. Card Dojo has 2 quarterbacks. Matt Stafford with that lingering elbow issue. Steve, that's an interesting storyline to follow. I saw the tweet the other day that could be a lingering issue for the season, but Matt Stafford is one tough SOB, man, and he's going to be out there slinging it. Tua as his QB2. Oh my gosh, we got a Tua sighting here in the 5th round for the Card Dojo.
For those that didn't see Stafford play, the past several years, I mean, he played in my division, so I got to see him a lot, but he played a comeback victory with a dislocated shoulder. So with a little elbow discomfort, I think he's going to be okay. Andy, why the hell not?
You're on the clock. Justin Fields in the 6th out of 11, right after his draft classmate there, Trevor Lawrence, going to no offseason, getting that Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne stack. Justin Fields, man, playing San Francisco. Nick Bosa, week 1 in his face, Steve.
He's got the wheels. Not to say that he won't take a few hits, but he is mobile, don't forget.
He's going to need those wheels because the Bears' offensive line is one of the worst in the league.
No, I'm definitely not doubting that.
Ziggy Noah at the beginning of the draft.
I didn't think he'd land here, but another guy that I've been talking about for a long time.
You're going to take him. Oh, Deontay Johnson. Okay. All right. Well, we love Deontay Johnson, Pittsburgh. Do you see Trubisky named the captain, man? Mike Tomlin wanting to instill that confidence in his man Trubisky for the time being. But Pickett did leapfrog Mason Rudolph on the depth chart.
Yeah, I mean, can't say I'm too shocked with him getting named the starter, but like we've been talking about, with them drafting Kenny Pickett, that does put a little hometown sour grape in the mix, and we'll see. If he plays well, I don't think they're going to yank him, but his leash will be medium length.
Medium length leash. That sounds about right. I mean, I can only imagine what that Pittsburgh fan base is going to be doing if he comes out. Playing the Bengals week 1, man, not an easy matchup. The Bengals, a pretty solid secondary, man, and they I don't think they didn't figure out a contract extension for Jesse Bates, one of their star safeties, who is like due to get paid. But the fact is, they're probably not going to be able to pay him and pay T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow when those guys come due. So, I mean, that's why they're kind of playing that chess game, a contract extension. But their defense is pretty solid, man. Pretty solid all in all. It's above average. They could definitely give Trubisky some issues there. But the thing is, the coaching is fantastic in Pittsburgh, right? I mean, even if the offensive line is below average, you've got great weapons, great coaching, and they should be able to get them going, get the ball moving there.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest weakness for the Bengals is their secondary. So if you're holding into some good Trubisky rookies, that could be a huge breakout week.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Let's do it, man. We're going with some more brand. Let's see what these guys got. I'm kind of trying to think about what I could potentially get sniped with here. Probably all these guys are going tight ends or wide receivers. It's picks 99. I'm gonna get some more Gabe Davis exposure here. I reached down a couple picks. Go with my man Gabe Davis from University of Central Florida.
I like Lou's picks. I think I have that running back combination in more leagues than not.
We got a door. I wanted to get a doorbell sound, but I'll play one for you. Ding dong. Oh, who's here?
Hey!
What's going on?
I did not realize that you had texted me back.
So how you feeling about that Jared Goff pick in the 7th round right there as your second quarterback, Kendall?
Hey, that was literally all because of our conversation. So if this was just an elaborate scheme for you to make me pick Jared Goff, well done.
I've been plotting this for several weeks. Because partly this league is partly your idea.
You're just going to make me look stupid in front of everyone.
I would think that your team would be a team that I would take. Maybe not Cam Akers, but Burrow going that high, that's something I would do for sure. And Goff, I'm pretty big on him this year as well. I like the pick.
I got the Goff DeAndre Swift stack with the Burrow and Higgins stack.
Nice.
I don't know if I've ever considered a running back as a stack, but Swift, I think for me counts.
I agree.
Yeah, you know Jared Goff, he's not going to scramble. He's going to scramble about as much as Tom Brady.
Wasn't Swift like what 6th in the league in receptions before he got hurt?
Yeah,
Something like that?
yeah. I love Swift.
He could be the running back 1 this year. Very possible.
So Kendall, you've got let's see, you've got like 6 picks here before you go, and this is the first time you've ever been on my channel. So tell the good people here on the Football Card Quest where you come from, what you normally do, like for your content creator day job.
So my content creator day job is I work for justbaseball.com, and then I also am the co-host of the Sports Card Strategy Show at nooffseason.com.
Very nice.
Right on, man. Dude,
so pretty prestigious.
Very prestigious, man. I mean, you guys are growing like a weed over there at Sports Card Strategy, man. I don't know how you guys put out all the content you do, but it's incredible. I'm on the board, so there you go. Okay, almost got off onto a tangent.
Told you, I wouldn't leave you hanging, man.
Should get my guy. Chris Godwin right there.
Let's see who Andy's got so far.
Oh, you know what? Let's do it. I gotta increase my Tony Pollard exposure a little bit.
Going with
not what I thought you were going to do. I like it
to get his second running back there.
You know, I am a big Pollard guy. I do think he's going to get more work in the slot, more receiving work. You know, I was talking about how much Dak should have to throw the ball this year. He's got those 5,000-yard seasons in him. He was on track to do it before he hurt his ankle, and he's been close to it before. So yeah, and like I don't know, it's not a bad ADP. It's not terrible, and it's super flex because a lot of quarterbacks have already gone. He would have typically gone like probably in the 6th round or something.
I think that even in a timeshare, this is probably going to be his best fantasy season.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's just been getting more and more run as time has
and just
gone
the sheer
on,
amount of reception volume that he commands, especially given the loss of Amari Cooper.
Yeah, go Browns.
So Kendall, well, you got to pick in one pick.
Yeah, give me a minute.
I'll give you a minute. I know you're stewing on this a lot. I'm guessing though, you're probably, let's see if the card does. Okay, so he goes Rashad Bateman. I'm guessing you're probably looking for either a tight end here or maybe another wide receiver. Oh, Chase Edmonds. I love me some Chase Edmonds.
We're stacking this running back stable over here.
Nice.
After saying go Browns, he skips Amari Cooper.
I am I'm positioning myself with stables of starting running backs so that someone has to force a trade with me to get a nice wide receiver.
Very nice. Well, and you know, with 3 flex spots, you could potentially start up to 5 running backs in a week.
Let's go.
That's insane.
Actually, with a super flex spot, you could potentially start up to 6 if you want to go 1 QB.
That's wild.
So, I love it because it just gives you so much flexibility to construct your roster. So, did you watch the draft order race, Kendall? How I established the draft order for this?
I did not.
Oh, okay. So you just
I've been pretty busy today.
Oh, okay. No, I got you. Yeah, you have to check it out. It's 100yardrace.com. It's like those little virtual sprites, and they have to run across a football field. And whichever one they each have names. Like I put our names for the little sprites names, and whichever
Were they
one,
different flavors of Sprite?
yeah, there's 12 different flavors, man.
Dude, I need to know what flavor I was.
I'd have to go back and check. I think you were like lemon lime or something.
Classic.
Got my first stack. Look at that.
Darno, Mooney, Justin Fields. But this was nothing compared to your draft process with your home league.
Yeah. No, that was a full-on combine.
A combine. You got to tell Steve about. I don't think Steve has heard this. You got to tell us how that went down real quick.
Yeah, so I've been in a league with the same guys for a while now, and pretty much all of them live in Canton except for me. And then like there's two other guys that don't live in Canton, but we get on into Canton, and then we do like a combine. And then the fastest person in the combine gets to pick whatever slot they want, which makes it interesting because we have one keeper that you can keep, but you have to keep him 2 rounds ahead of wherever he was drafted last year. So I was able to keep Burrow with a 7th round because I drafted him in a 9th round last year.
Slick. I like it.
So I ended up taking the 5th pick, and then I stacked Chase and Burrow. But I did pretty horrific in the combine. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
You guys had like potato sack races and
yeah. So this year we did a cornhole competition. Like you had to score a certain amount of cornhole bags from a standard length. Then we did this like water relay where you had to suck up water through a straw and then take it and put it into another cup across the field.
Is this on your channel?
No, we should have recorded that.
You should definitely have recorded that. Would have been hilarious.
Some years we like, you can take 30 seconds off from each raw egg that you eat. It's been wild in the past. This year was pretty docile. There was a memory game involved this year. Oh, I'm picking. Hold on.
Why am I hearing a ticking noise?
I have no clue. I hear somebody's mouse clicking. That's about it.
Yeah, that's me trying to turn the ticking noise off. I'll have to keep a close eye on the draft board. I did that last time we were playing too, where I wasn't on the clock, but I kept hearing that.
Big year from Lizard. I can feel it.
Big year from the Lizard. So do you think that he's still going to maintain the favorism from Aaron Rodgers, be Aaron Rodgers' #1 guy here?
Yeah, I also think he's a big body end zone target. I think that'll really juice some of his numbers. So
I tell you what, I think a great story would be a healthy Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins always good for that.
Unlikely, it would make for a great story.
that week 1, I think Sammy Watkins probably a great week 1 start, and then the rest of the year
then you trade him.
Yeah, he's the week 1 guy, the week 1 wonder. So if you have any Sammy Watkins cards out there, guys, get those things listed now.
Oh, Andy, my Tolbert came in.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Steeler was asking about him in the chat earlier, and I was like, go away, Steeler. So,
yeah, I didn't want to bring him up because we haven't drafted him yet, so I'm trying to get you guys to forget about him.
Yeah.
Let's see where Andy's going here.
Yeah, there's some interesting. I could just like, boom, Lujanu is gonna be cursing me. This would make him so mad if I did that right there. But I think I may have. I see who else is on the board. I kind of like this Cordell Patterson pick here for PPR formats.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I also like Kareem. I like Kareem Hunt though a little bit better. A little bit better just because they have such a better offensive line.
Yeah.
Such a better offense in general.
The risk reward is not as risky with Kareem. And I don't know. I just have a feeling that Nick Chubb might sit out some games this year.
Yeah, he's got a tendency. I mean, they put the workload on him, man.
They put a lot of work on him, man. And
yeah.
So that's just hard on a body.
Yeah.
And he runs with contact. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah, heck yeah.
He's a Mack truck running down the field, dude.
He really is. And, I did you a solid, Lou. Looking out for you, bro. I know how important Elijah Moore is. I couldn't do it. I do have a heart, see, guys. I got a heart.
Especially with him picking right after you.
Yeah, man, that would have been so dirty. I know he was just on my channel a couple weeks ago with the 101 Elijah Moore, where he actually had his picture. He had Elijah Moore hold up the card and got his picture taken with it. Really cool story.
Tyler Boyd sighting.
Christian Kirk, like that value there. Carter.
Gigamags. Damian Pierce this late.
I know, man. I was surprised.
That is a cheeky play by Carter.
Very cheeky.
It's because he likes the Gators. We know.
That could be the pick of the year, value wise.
I did end up getting him in my keeper league, Andy.
Oh, you did?
I did. I ended up losing David Montgomery, but in his place, I have Damian Pierce. So.
You know what's nice in a dynasty startup league that we did back in July, June? I drafted Damian Pierce in like the teens, and I was just setting my week 1 roster today. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I drafted Damian Pierce super late, slot him right in. I was like, sweet.
That's the risk reward of those early drafts. You can get those guys in a late pick and have them end up being like top 5 round value.
What a reach there.
Ken Walker.
How you feel about that pick?
I don't know. I think I'm the only one that's not high on Kenneth Walker.
I'm not.
I mean, I'm not, just because the Seahawks have such a bad offensive line. He's already dealing with like a hernia, which I don't think is major, but it's still the Rashad Penny show until Rashad Penny gets hurt, which he gets hurt like so often, but still, I mean.
Dude, Rashad Penny looked like lightning out of a bottle the last couple games of last year.
Yeah. There's your Cordell Patterson. You waited.
Yeah. I mean, he came back to being, honestly, as a sign I should take him. There are some other, some very tempting options there at wide receiver, tight end, but ultimately, I love the like Swiss Army knife value that Cordell Patterson.
He had some crazy weeks last year.
Yeah, crazy weeks, and he's just like one of those guys that they have to rely on so much because they have very few weapons outside of Kyle Pitts. And Drake London is fantastic, but how well can Mariota like pass the ball, or Desmond Ridder? How long does Mariota even last? And you got a lot of negative game script, a lot of heat in their face because their offensive line again is super bad. So Cordell Patterson's, it's just like a Swiss Army knife, kind of do it all guy. And talk about running the ball and getting those dump offs and screen plays and stuff like that, or playing out of the slot. Like Cordell Patterson's kind of a do it all guy for them.
And he doesn't need a ton of touches to make magic happen. He's proven that.
Yeah, he was one of those guys last year that people were buying his cards just based on the fantasy production alone. Like those big weeks you were talking about. It's like the Falcons were just getting their butts kicked. Surprisingly, though, they won like 7 games, which was like you go back and you're like, how the hell did they win 7 games? Somehow they pulled it off. It was like they were playing the Commanders and the Giants and
this is where it's going to start getting. You have to use a little bit more brain power going forward at this point.
Yeah. But so last year, Cordell Patterson finished as the number 16 running back and points per game basis. And this year, I mean, I can count up more than 16 running backs going off the board. So that's like basically saying he's going to get worse this year, which I think he's got even less. Like Tyler Algier, a rookie running back, his only competition, who doesn't have a great athletic profile or anything. It's like he's got very little competition for touches or short passes. I mean, so I think that he was good value. Good value late in your drafts. Like that Nyheim Hines, too. That's a nice pick. Hitman. Pat Fryer.
I'm definitely big on that guy this year. I think I've got him in almost every league that I've drafted.
James Cook. Dalvin Cook's little brother.
Got them both.
Got him both. Oh, you did. Look at you.
We're
Did
cooking
you
it.
do that intentionally?
No, I did not.
Cook brothers?
I did not. But I just was like, oh, I think I have Dalvin Cook too.
Some serious satellite back upside, man. Buffalo.
Yeah, I don't believe in Singletary, man. I just don't.
Can this be a dynasty league? We're young. I don't think I can. I think maybe you could convert it to a dynasty league after year one, but that would.
You can do it a keeper league, which is essentially you just figure out who you want to keep, so it could be the same.
Hey, let's get our man Carter in here. I'll send you the link, Carter. Here. So let me know if it's my pick.
You got a couple ahead of you.
Guys are putting my multitasking skills to the test tonight. I love it.
Absolutely.
I think Pat Fryermuth becomes one of the values of the draft as well.
Yeah, I almost took him, but I saw a potential RB1 upside, and obviously an
interesting dynamic of this kind of league too is you're gonna consider starting because you have that flex position where you can start tight ends. You will probably at some point start more than one tight end, or like you said, 7 running backs or whatever it is. So you have literal flexibility, and you're going to have to on some weeks once injuries start happening.
Yeah, we all know those dreaded injuries are probably coming for some guys.
Yeah, not only in the red zone for Fryermuth, but he's going to have a lot of targets, soak up a lot of receptions in the middle of the field.
Oh yeah, man, and we talk about that short leash that Trubisky's on. I love Pat Fryermuth. I mean, it's only his second year, and it typically takes tight ends years to develop, man. And the guy put up 500 receiving yards in his rookie year. You know, and just getting totally overshadowed because of what Kyle Pitts did in his rookie year. But 500 receiving yards on 80 targets in a rookie season from a tight end, that's good, man. 7 touchdowns. So I think he's going to take another step forward. And target competitions, there's a lot of target competition in Pittsburgh, but I mean, he's that guy coming off the line, to run blocking on the field a lot, and becoming that best friend for Kenny Two Gloves.
Kenny Small Hands.
Hey, no, I didn't say small hands, Kendall. I said Kenny Two Gloves. I was trying to be.
That's Andy, you're on the board.
I said.
Ding ding. Oh, I heard the doorbell. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Who? Oh, what's
what
up?
It do, baby? Huh?
Carter.
I want to do some of the stuff Kendall was talking about with our fantasy.
Andy,
draft.
you got 30 seconds, brother.
With the combine, the combine draft.
I kind of want to do a combine draft. Let's go.
We'd have to figure a way to do some of this stuff remotely, but I would be.
Yeah, we've done some remote stuff. Like in COVID, we had to do a remote draft. So
well, let's just do it all at the National next year.
Oh, there you go.
You see, that's how you do it with the card creator league. And then you just got to get together at the National and get it done, baby.
Oh, that would be awesome, man.
We're out there like on the national floor. We've got to just do it right in front of everyone.
Let's go.
But like a traditional combine with like bench press. Oh man,
Andy, I just want to say shout out to the Fantasy Football Card Quest. We recorded the best episode ever today on the show. And by best, I mean I was my absolute worst. Let's see, who am I picking here?
Your voice sounds totally different. Like you must have drank a bunch of water today, Carter. You got out a little bit. You sound a little raspy earlier today.
Yeah, I'm still recovering from RL this weekend, man.
No kickers in this league. No kickers in this league. So
no kicks?
save you some of that heartburn.
man.
Okay, so you got to have a QB on your bench, right? I'll be
yeah.
Okay. Just sit this guy for a little bit.
Wow.
I mean, if you got to have 3, I could just start. Well, there's a bye week.
Yeah, and 2 of yours have the same bye now.
No.
Yeah, they got the bye week in the parentheses next to the players. So Trey Lance, Deshaun Watson are both bye week 9.
Well, he wouldn't be there anyway.
He wouldn't be there, would they?
I just took him for the playoff run. You could only start 2 QBs, though, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
I wasn't
see.
really paying attention, so I guess it just worked out for me.
Oh, you got Juice? Well,
Juice, man.
Who's 5'2"'s the mic? Who's 5'2"'s the mic?
52's the mic is from JD Sports Cards. It's JD from cardhedger.com. Probably a future guest on our show, I'm sure.
Well, I just love because that's like that's like an actual football term. I just love that. 52's the mic.
Hey, we should see if at the National they'll set up one of those like openings with a little opening to throw the football through. That should be one of our drills.
That's right.
Ziggy's got a great idea here. The loser has to wear a shirt at the National. I lost to, and list all the content creators. Bush Leaguers wants to know what's up with your laugh, Carter.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing, man. It makes me laugh.
No, my fiance hates it. I just took Romeo Dobbs, aka the fantasy football card quest darling.
He was going to be my next pick, so thanks for that.
Well, so his Nevada uniform auto going for, what was it, Andy? Like 70 and 80.
It got up to 100. We're talking non-serial numbered sticker auto from Chronicles, the 2022 Chronicles draft picks. I mean, he's been a chase. He's been a chase out of all the 2022 draft picks packs, man. He's kind of cooled off the past couple weeks now that we're getting into actual, regular season. We haven't seen Romeo Dobbs balling out with Jordan Love in a few days, so it's cooling off a little bit.
I love it. Let's go. Kendall, what's your team? Lefty McKee. I like it.
What's going on?
Let's see.
Oh,
so Kendall, Kendall, do you do football cards or do you do all of them?
I don't do football cards. I just do fantasy football. I actually have one fantasy football, or I have one card. Jalen Tolbert. It's right here.
Oh, good. So you do baseball?
I do baseball, soccer, and F1.
How is the soccer market doing right now?
It's on fire, baby.
Oh, let's go.
No, it's about to be big time soccer sale season. Big time.
World Cup.
Yep, it's about to be the MLS playoffs. It's about to be Premier League, like week 8 to 9-ish. It's about to be World Cup season.
That's
man,
good.
It's fun. It's fun time. Fun time, my man.
Well, let me ask you this. I know you're about to pick, but who's your EPL team?
Everton.
Oh, are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Andy, I can't tell him who my team is now.
Probably Liverpool. Everybody that I know roots for Liverpool, so just count yourself as not unique, my man.
Well, look, I got engaged and I went to a Liverpool game earlier this year, and our hotel was right next to Goodison, and Everton fans were like the nicest.
Yep,
dude, it was crazy.
People's club, man.
Yeah, it was nuts, but no. I'm down with Everton. I know I shouldn't be saying that. I get down with it.
It's really not. They're not really in the same league. So,
I mean, true. But
ball.
Let's see.
Guys, I am in a world of hurt with my tight end situation here.
Mm.
Carter,
And it's still going.
There's Jalen
I just
Tolbert.
watched last week's video. I saw, Carter, you had a little blunder with the TJ Watt situation.
Oh man, dude, I left a lot of money on the table there. By a lot, I mean like $15, but still,
It's still a lot.
Yeah,
That's gravy, man.
You can ask Andy. I made plenty of mistakes. That was definitely one of them. The misspelled name. It is crazy though. Like it's T.J. Watt, and I think that's why that rookie card only went for $3 when they go for 20 normally. But it's life, man. But no, it's crazy. I want to get into soccer cards. International soccer is my favorite thing outside of SEC football.
SEC football.
Yeah, baby.
What's your team there?
Oh, it's my full-time gig, man. LSU.
Rough week for my boy.
I'm telling you.
Oh, Russell Gage. How dare you?
I know offseason takes my guy Gage, man. LSU legend.
Yeah, I'm excited about Gage this year, man. I know he got a little banged up in training camp, but I'm still excited about him.
I just love like Tampa Bay's skill guys are like every big school. Quarterback from Michigan, wide receiver from Penn State, quarterback, Texas A&M, 2 LSU guys.
Let's go.
I love it.
Julio Jones went to Alabama, right?
We don't talk about them.
Nobody likes them, man.
No, that's the Death Star, man. I know JJ Bama's watching. You know, I like to pick on him, but we're the only SEC team this weekend, Andy, to lose. I wanted you to know that.
Oof, that's rough.
Taking a defense.
Defense spotted.
Let's go.
So no kickers, but we can have a defense?
That's right.
What?
Team defense, man. Team D.
I mean, there's a guy in here named 52's the Mike, so we got to have a defense.
Gotta have defense.
I mean, that is the best team name I've ever heard for fantasy football. Something that really has nothing to do with 52's the Mike, baby. It's just the best name.
You can just hear a quarterback yelling that.
52.
Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I love because like
I was about to
linebackers
expose myself.
don't even wear numbers in the 50s. Really, now you can wear the single digits, baby.
Wasn't Urlacher 52?
54.
But it was Ray Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
Andy, what's going on, man?
How do you feel about the pro
I'm not the
players wearing
Mike.
single digit?
I love it.
I do too, man. Because like growing up, all these players wore single digits in high school and in college. It's the prime number, man.
So all the higher numbers in college are reserved for like linemen and backup players and stuff, or like.
Yeah, like college football, like the single digit number is like a thing. Like it's just the aesthetic of wearing a single digit number
And being freaking huge while you're doing it.
Thank you. That's it. There's nothing bad. See, in college, some defensive tackles wear a single digit number, and the aesthetic is so beautiful.
There's something about a little number making a big dude look even bigger.
I
want to see a QB wear 99.
Bring it on. I'm in. Give me a jersey.
What number would you be, Kendall?
11. All day
11.
long.
I think Carter, number 7. Safe to say you'd be number 7.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, man, that's just LSU legendary number or 18, either one of those. But it's interesting. Like, man, I want to get into soccer cards so bad. Like, is it just national?
Man.
Is it just national forms? Like, if I was the most solid card, did it this Egypt uniform, or is it, or is there like a rookie card?
Yeah, most solid. Soccer's difficult because it's different per league and per player. Like some guys have RC logos, some guys only have Panini cards, some people have stickers only.
Yeah.
It's a beast.
Does Kendall know our guy Brad Nolan, Andy?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I'll
I
connect
don't
you
think
to
so.
Kendall. Brad's a super high-end vintage soccer, like
That's sick.
like the 1950s stuff, and man, his stuff is just so crazy, and how he acquires these cards are just nuts.
I came across some 2021 women's Topps Chrome soccer cards on eBay. I couldn't believe how expensive they were.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So like Alex Morgan and all them.
Yeah, it's
That's
it's probably the sport with the biggest women's market.
Oh hell yeah!
And I mean, I'm including tennis and stuff like that in there.
That's crazy.
At the National, I bought a Rose Lavelle PSA 9 Obsidian out of 25 for like $80, I think, and it was going for 200 online. It was an absolute steal for me.
Oh yeah, she's
so beautiful.
She's probably got like 2 or 3 more World Cups left too. That's crazy. Kendall's getting me hyped for soccer now. Let's go.
Dude, come on now. Come on.
I've been I did watch the first couple episodes of the buying Wrexham, Ryan Reynolds, and what's the Ryan McEltry or whatever his name is from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah, dude. Have you seen that show, Carter?
No, I've heard it's good though. The McElhenney.
Yeah, it's a good show, man, because you get to see like the culture over there in the UK, and like and they go through how the leagues work and how they get relegation, how they can be bumped. Literally, you could one year be a freaking like championship team, and then if you lose, you get bumped down. So it's like actually
you got to just keep coming back.
Yeah, it's wild, man. I found it pretty fascinating.
Well, no tanking element.
Well, I'll shout out my new friend Kendall here. The Everton survival scene last year at Goodison will never be matched, man.
I cried. I'm dead serious. As I was watching, I got off work early that day because I was like, "Oh, I'm not feeling good, boss," because I needed to go home and watch, right? Because it was like, this is serious. And I was like, "All right, put on my jersey, put on my scarf." I was chanting in my bedroom, and as soon as it finally the final whistle happened, I ran out. I was crying. My wife was dancing with me in our living room. It was a thing.
Let's go.
I'm not kidding about that. I'm not embellishing that at all. Like that's
happened. Cool. That's so and like
I care deeply about my Everton.
That's good, man. Let's go. Oh man. You want to know what's funny? I was like the hotel I stayed at. Man, they were the nicest people, and since they're so close to Goodison, that's a big part of their business.
Yep.
So they were talking about like survival, and I was like, God, I'm rooting for Everton now. Frank Lampard, Chelsea legend, is their coach.
Yep.
But man, I'm happy for you, Kendall. I'm happy y'all stayed up.
Yeah, last weekend was a good result for us as well, taking a point from liver drool. All right, boys, what are we doing here?
It's getting thin.
Cardojo got the hot rookie there for Kansas City, Isaiah Pacheco.
Pacheco?
Rutgers.
Totally could take over CEH.
So did you watch any Rutgers football last year, Carter?
All I know about Rutgers football is Greg Schiano. That's it.
Oh my God, the old Bucks coach.
Schiano, baby.
For a small period there. I know he came from college, so he's the coach. I heard their offense is like totally anemic. It was just bad. Like they had a very difficult time sustaining drives down the field, and Pacheco was like pretty much one of the biggest producers in that offense.
All right, Andy. Well,
do we have an IL spot or IR spot?
Yeah, you do have one IR spot.
Cool.
Is this gonna auto pick me like okay, or do I really? Because I got a live stream I gotta go do right now.
Well, cue some guys up real quick, but I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it should auto pick you okay. I mean, there's position limits, but they're set pretty high for flexibility.
Okay, good.
I would
Except for
cue a
it
few
just
guys
auto
up.
picked Algier.
Tyler Algier.
Tyler Algier on Atlanta. Yeah, it looks like no off season. He probably fell back asleep.
I mean, it
it's
is
a- it's
4
a-
a.m. there for him.
It's a good auto pick to have.
Man, God, I wanted to finish this draft.
We're
Kendall,
close, man.
Kendall, it was good meeting you, man. I didn't know what you did. I'm glad I met another EPL fan. It's a different language. I'm glad Andy's coming around to the league because of the show.
Yeah.
But once you watch and see how they run their leagues and stuff like that, it makes American sports. And me, I'm an SEC guy. You know, I grew up. You know, SEC is the best thing. But man, there ain't nothing like the EPL
Andy,
soccer.
You seeing no off season in the chat here?
No off season in the chat.
You might
Yeah.
need to pause the draft.
I tried picking, but it wouldn't let me, so the clock ran out. I was clicking on someone else. Uh-oh. Refresh. Let me know if I need to pause it for you, Paul. Let's see. He's on the clock now. He's not on auto pick, so this is positive. Hitman goes Brian Robinson. 2-gun salute.
I grabbed him in our last draft too. I mean, he's at some point he's going to play. Might
Carter
not
had
be
to dip
for
out
long.
for his live stream, guys. Okay, wait. Is that an intentional pick there, Paul? I think we're good. He got the Patriots defense. I'm guessing that was an intentional pick because it went about 30 seconds in.
Could you imagine a league where you could start multiple defenses, like in a flex spot?
Oh yeah, that's wild. Joseph London's question number 2. Yeah, it's Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson's number 2. Number 3 would be Tyrion Davis-Price. They cut Trey Sermon. It's wild stuff.
He's with the Eagles now, right?
Yes.
Is he really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, he is.
That's
good
a lot.
to
They have a
watch.
lot of running backs.
How many QBs do you have now? You have 3. The position limit's got to be higher than that on QBs. I'll check it out. Let me see. No, especially in a Superflex roster.
It was protecting me from myself. Oh, that's funny.
I'd like to play in a 2 defense league. I'd like to play in a 3 defense league. That'd be insane.
Yeah, that
Have you seen
Jalen Warren
those? Have you
plays for
seen the?
Go ahead, Kendall.
Have you seen the leagues where it's kickers and punters?
No, I have not.
Yeah,
I
that's
have not
pretty
seen
funny.
that. That's hilarious. Jalen Warren is a standout rookie running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And yes, he did. He pile drived a guy in practice the other day. He is the number 2 running back in Pittsburgh. They actually cut Anthony McFarland because of, and I think I'm going to go Zamir White here. Zamir White's the number 2 in Vegas. What's my QB options? Oh, that's an interesting little pick there. Maybe I go ahead and do double tap. Kenny Pickett, Trubisky. It's not a bad idea.
If you didn't take him, I was gonna.
Oh, Lou, that's dirty, man. That's dirty. Lou immediately rapid fired on Kenny Pickett. I was thinking about going Kenny Pickett and then getting Trubisky. I was going to get them both, but I think he probably got the better one of the two. How many games do you think Trubisky starts this year, Kendall?
1.
What about you, Steve?
I went with over 8. I think I had the highest projection when we did this last time.
Over 8. Wow, that's solid. I mean,
I got a question. Is that how you say your name, by the way?
Oh,
Well,
Steve's
mine?
name?
Yeah.
Well,
Is it
I just call him
Caladesi?
Steve or the Hitman.
Any of the above. Steve's good.
Okay, Steve, I got a question. Talk me through the logic of taking BR before McKissick.
I mean, at some point, all three are going to be back, and I'm hoping that Robinson gets the workhorse role back, which he was slated to have. That's kind of where I'm at with that.
Man got shot twice in the leg, and you think he's coming
We do
back?
have an IR spot, man. You sealed it for me with that.
Once in the glute. No,
Maybe
you're
he'll
good,
run,
Lou.
maybe it'll be like that movie Rookie of the Year. Maybe he'll run faster.
That was a good one. I like that.
Hopefully Trubisky catches a hot streak, and this is his final chance at a starting job, man. Did you know he was named the captain today?
Yeah,
Or maybe
I saw
yesterday.
that.
Yeah, so a lot of confidence from Mike Tomlin there and Trubisky. He's trying to instill that confidence.
I dig it.
I'm not confident. No,
KJ
I think
Osborne?
actually, I would have liked to have seen Mason Rudolph be the starter, honestly. But
That guy's just lucky he knows the playbook. He would probably be not on the team anymore.
yeah, he sucks. But
Sorry, Steve. Can't pass that up. I'm so shocked that Nico Collins was still out there.
I thought you were gonna roll the Sammy Watkins miracle out.
I saw it, but no, that's like a week one play. Maybe I can get him. Oh, Mike Cam with the Mississippi mustache.
let's go. What a cool story. Minshew's like full on story. He's not even on our list of top 300 players.
No, but man, he's one of the best backup quarterbacks.
Yeah, he's relevant for sure.
There's a few other guys that I got my eye on, but they're mostly rookies just because, if like Carson Wentz goes down or Tua, it's a couple guys that are injury prone. They've got some rookies behind them that have been pretty good in the preseason. Sam Howell and Skylar Thompson, they're definitely worth stashes late in like a dynasty league. I mean, maybe not make so much sense in this format just because there'll be a pretty active waiver wire.
Come on.
But yeah, those guys, their rookie cards could blow up overnight just from a starting opportunity. I would say the same for Kenny Pickett.
Watkins.
There goes Watkins. But the thing is, Kenny Pickett's cards are already insanely
Whoa, that's
expensive.
not what I meant to do.
Malik Willis.
Yeah, that's the wrong pick.
Well, he leaped, dude. If Malik Willis were to start,
I didn't press that.
You're looking at dude, his running skills are insane, and he's just got a cannon for an arm.
The Riddler.
He's already leapfrogged Logan Woodside, so he's the number 2 there. If anything happens to Tannehill, it's going to be the Malik Willis breakout party. Oh, dude, great pick with Hamler there late. Ziggy on auto pick a little early, getting a second defense. Not ideal, but hey, got to do what you got to do. Yes, they did, Joseph London. That is one Laviska Shenault. The Panthers signed Laviska Shenault. They traded. The Jags traded him to him. So I love that because that just tells you that, stop spending any money on Terrace Marshall. I don't expect a lot of playing time for Laviska Shenault or like a lot of production per se. But I expect him to be out there for like 3 wide receiver sets. Put him in the slot. Christian McCaffrey in the backfield, Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore on the outside, Laviska Shenault in the slot. That's an interesting trio of weapons for Baker Mayfield. That's why I'm so bullish on Baker Mayfield. if I could tell you guys to go by anybody right now, it's Baker freaking Mayfield playing the Browns this weekend. Kendall, I'm sorry, but I hope you're ready for the Browns to just get destroyed on Sunday by the Panthers.
Yeah.
If the Browns play as good as they did against the Bears, then it's going to be a messy week 1.
Yeah, it's going to be a messy week 1 for sure.
Don't forget on your list of Panthers receivers, Christian McCaffrey.
Baker is not just a week 1 flip. Baker is going to be one of those guys whose values are going to go up, I think, 100 to 200% after week 2 because of the schedule, right? They're gonna roll over the Browns in week 1 because the Panthers defense is good too. They're their first round draft pick, J.C. Horn, who graded really high in his rookie season before he got hurt. Jeremy Chin, Brian Burns. They put a lot of pressure with their D line, and they have a solid secondary. So their defense is good. You've got Jacoby Brissett, who's like, this mid-tier, below average NFL quarterback, mistake prone, and they're going to rely on the running game. And Carolina Panthers running game through the first 3 weeks last year was ranked number 1 in the NFL. They have solid run defense. So, yeah, I mean, and with Baker Mayfield having that chip on his shoulder, the revenge narrative, I mean, it's watch out. Here comes a lot of points from DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson. So that's a win week 1. And then you look at who they're playing in week 2, which I think was the Giants, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Giants. So then they get the Giants in week 2. I think that's another easy win for them. They just outscore them and put force some turnovers from Daniel Jones. And then they have the Saints at home in week 3. The Saints defense has been weakened. They've lost pieces between the arrests, between the trade on their defense. They lost 2 key pieces of their secondary, and now it's just Tyrann Mathieu back there. And you're going to see how they do this week against the Falcons, against Kyle Pitts. Maybe Drake London's healthy, but I think Kyle Pitts is going to gash him up.
I think the Saints will still be pretty good, honestly.
I think they're going to be okay, but I think that losing Sean Payton, Dennis Allen got fired from the Raiders because of his record was so bad. He doesn't have a great coaching resume, coaching history. Michael Thomas is already dealing with a hamstring injury. You lose key pieces to your defense. They also just lost their left tackle, Trevor Penning. Was their left tackle or left guard? So a key component, Pro Bowl offensive lineman, went down with a foot injury or a knee injury or something. He's not going to be back till November. That's a lot of hits to their team. You know what I'm saying? So I think the Panthers win that game. Look at what they did to Jameis in Carolina at home last year. They destroyed him, man, because they put crazy pressure on Jameis Winston quick. Brian Burns and Jeremy Chin there.
The Carolina secondary is very underrated.
And the Carolina secondary is very underrated. That's turnovers waiting to happen. That's another Panthers win. So there's a 3-0 start by the Panthers. That's going to put Baker Mayfield on the front page of SportsCenter, NFL Network, front runner for comeback player of the year potential. At that point, MVP consideration, and that's what's going to really propel his values through the roof. So I love buying Baker right now.
I think the Saints offense is just going to be a lot better than last year too. I think that the losses on defense might be less than the gains on offense.
Oh, a dynasty pick coming up. Albert O's a little bit younger, but David Njoku's got a great contract. This became one of the highest paid tight ends in the league, and he's still pretty young. I'd go Njoku there from a usage and profile standpoint, and you get Deshaun Watson healthy. And you have no more Austin Hooper there, no more tight end competition for Njoku, and he's locked in. And we don't know. We got a lot of question marks around Albert O right now.
He's at least the starter for 4 weeks.
I know Kendall would agree.
Yeah, I took Njoku.
I've been trying to buy all kinds of Bakers this week.
Yeah, I actually agree with your Baker point. I think he just fell out of favor and just. I mean, it's his injury that made him look bad. I mean, I don't think he's a bad quarterback, but it's whatever.
Yeah. I looked up his numbers, his advanced stats in 2020. He was top 10 in deep ball completion and red zone completion.
Giving the guy time, he can. I mean, he does fine, and he can scramble too. So, I don't know. I like him. I mean, I'm fine with us moving on from him. I don't think we could have recovered that, but at the same time, I think he'll be all right.
I like the pick, Andy. I like the pick.
Yeah, that was my next pick.
Give me some Hayden Hurst late, man. You know, Joe Burrow likes to he may not be super consistent, but he'll have those spike weeks for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he put CJ Uzoma on the map last year, and CJ Uzoma just got cut, I think, from the Jets.
Ooh. What do I do here, boys? Kenyon Drake. That's a nice pick right there.
That'll be interesting.
All right, what's he going to do? Second to last round. Odell Beckham. And you're giving Hitman crap about drafting Brian Robinson in the 15th, but here you are drafting Odell Beckham in the 17th. Tore his ACL in the Super Bowl, Kendall.
Hey, man, he's a gamer.
CJ didn't get cut. No, but okay, yeah, Tyler Conklin. So CJ didn't get cut, but he's a tight end too. I don't know, for some reason I thought he got cut. I appreciate that correction there, Lou. Knowing all things Jets, man, I love it. Tyler Conklin was a baller last year for Minnesota when Irv Smith missed the season. So I know Tyler Conklin is good for 500-600 yards at least and a handful of touchdowns. Interesting. Yeah, you like that Michael Carter pick I got there in the 12th, Lou? I think that's insane value when you look at how high Breece Hall went in the 6th. I know Breece Hall's that love child of Jonathan Taylor and LaDainian Tomlinson, but Michael Carter is technically got the better receiving profile, and from a lot of experts is a better receiver, and he is still the RB1 on the Jets roster.
Well, I don't like this pick, but sometimes you just got to do it.
What'd you do? Got the smoked brisket?
I mean, technically
Smoked
starting
brisket
for most of the year, so
yeah.
I love it, Lou.
Not a bad backup.
People are sleeping on those Michael Carter cards, Michael Carter fantasy stock. There's Derek. I wonder where Derek's been hiding all this time. Said Carter is not a better receiver than Hall. Carter led the backfield at North Carolina State with Javonte Williams there, and now he's leading the backfield in New York with Breece Hall. But I know Breece Hall's a rookie. I get it. Breece Hall was a great receiver, but I think I've listened to a couple guys who study a ton of film, and they say that technically they see Michael Carter as having better hands, being able to transition his body, position his body better for catches than Breece Hall.
So you're saying Breece Hall could be the next Darren McFadden?
No, I think Breece Hall is really good all-purpose. Like, he's good, I think Michael Carter is just a great receiver. Obviously, he's not as great of a runner, but I think he's a great receiver.
I think Michael Carter gets more work than people are thinking he's going to get.
It's a nice snipe right here from Joseph. What'd you do with your last pick here? Oh, no, you're on the clock next, Kendall. I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of do a guy I like a lot, I think.
About to go running, man. Tell you what, man. Paul Hickey from Sports Card Strategy is the man. Signing off at 4:20 a.m., about to go running, then about to put in a full day of work, probably put on his dad hat after that. You're the man, Paul. You have yourself a great day, dude.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on.
I like the roster. You finished it off with Donovan Peoples-Jones, Devin Duvernay, and Van Jefferson, 3 sleeper wide receivers.
There you go.
Oh, I like the David Bell pick here in the final round.
I had to really evaluate it if I'm trying to be a homer or not, and I was like, no, I really think he's going to be nice.
You see this? This is for Bush Leaguers. Baker Mayfield auction ending in 14 minutes. I can't tell you any more than that because I'm trying to go win this one.
I tried to take Ritter instead of Willis, and I took Willis, and then Paul took Ritter like 2 picks later. Disappointed in that.
I love that Zay Jones pick, though. I think that's fantastic value.
Yeah. I had him on my,
I took some risky picks with my last 3 wide receivers, but that's what it's for, right?
You got to reach for potential in these last couple rounds.
Swing big, take big cuts, bro.
Oh, I know where Andy's going. Maybe.
Oh, man, it's actually some really juicy picks here. I'll go this guy right here. I don't ever draft a defense because I'll just pick one up off the waiver wire after I figure out who I want to drop. I'll probably drop Trubisky now, but maybe not. This is a super flex.
You should drop Hurst for me.
I think we all had him lined up there.
Yeah.
He's going to be pretty solid.
Zach Moss. Lou likes some Zach Moss.
I think he's the odd man out.
I think he's a good goal line back and a good grinder for them, like breather back for Singletary. James Cook obviously has got the better receiving profile, but Zach Moss he puts up, man. Like he runs with some burst and some dog in him.
He got that dog in him.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Lou. That was a good time, man.
Let's see.
Which one's Lou there?
Kyron Williams.
Marlon
Mack.
Marlon Mack, Lou. Come on now. He just got cut from the practice squad.
That one was a little questionable. Hey, there's quite a few drafts that I did back in June, July where I've got that Marlon Mack exposure. Yes, Derek. You see who I got right here, man? Juju. Where'd I get Juju? I got Juju right there. I even reached on him a little bit to make sure I got him because I haven't getting him in any drafts. I've been getting sniped on Juju in every single draft. I can't even buy his cards anymore. They got too expensive.
Andy, I'll have you know, I used the football draft kit, and I followed it pretty much until the Odell Beckham pick.
Oh.
So we'll see. I just took best available the entire time.
I know you didn't. I know you didn't use it on the Odell Beckham pick.
No,
he said up to.
And then I tried to take Ritter. So
some of our favorite picks here, man. Jamison Williams, We love him. Love him late. Njoku, love it. Tolbert, love it. Gallup. But Gallup should be back in like October, November timeframe at the latest. So
They took him off the pup lift already.
Oh, wow. So that's fantastic. Cook, great receiving. Bills throw the ball done. Like it. Lazard, love it. Edmonds, freaking snipe all day. Honestly, when you drafted Edmonds here at the 8.8, I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I kind of went on tilt because Edmonds, in my opinion, is going to outscore Pollard hands down this year with workload alone in that Mike McDaniels system. So, yeah, great pick there, man. Fantastic pick. I think a lot of people are sleeping on him. Goff, we love him. We love some Goff around here, don't we, Steve? That's a brand pick, man. Big year for Goff.
Could be his best season as a pro.
And look at the running back. Look at the running back and wide receiver talent up top. That's good, man. Stacked T. Higgins with Burrow. Stacked Mike Williams with just Mike Williams alone.
Swift and Goff.
Swift and Goff. And you got Cam Akers on the Rams. It's good, man. Solid.
Who did the last pick end up being?
Mr. Irrelevant, Mike Davis.
Oh, all right. That's it.
Actually, yeah, he may have 2 touchdowns in week 1.
Yeah, he might be the week 1 Sammy Watkins.
Yeah.
I don't think he's not banged up. I feel like the Ravens running backs get so banged up. Last year they were just destroyed by injuries. No, he's good. He's good. No injury designation. That's good.
Yeah, he could be the healthiest back going into week 1 at this point.
Kenyon Drake is going to be their starter.
Oh, yeah. They just pick up.
Not week 1, but later on.
Kenyon Drake's so bad, though. He's so bad. You like Kenyon Drake, Kendall?
No.
He'll hit you a few home runs, but he's not consistent.
Yeah.
Oh, Anani. I got it right this time. I felt so bad for the longest time, Kendall. I was calling Anani Annoy one.
Yeah.
And but no, he's never annoying. I just thought that was his name for whatever reason. And Danny Gray, that's a rookie to write down right there on the 49ers. Runs a sub 4.4, great route runner, crazy good wide receiver talent. Could be the wide receiver too. Like, Debo plays kind of more of a gadget role. Danny Gray, probably a better wide receiver, a pure wide receiver than Debo, but not better than Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk is, in my opinion, the best wide receiver on that team.
Yeah. Big body.
Yeah, Debo gets all of his fantasy value or most of it from the rushing production,
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's going to have that this year. Trey Lance runs the ball a lot.
Yeah. I almost took Garoppolo in the last round because I'm just not sure. So.
Well, what if Trey Lance is going to get hurt? It's kind of like insurance.
Yeah, I guess.
Or do you think there's something else there to read?
He could still get traded though.
I don't know. When they re-signed him for the largest contract for a backup, I was like, I'm confused now. I'm confused.
It's still a pay cut. I mean,
what did the Card Dojo do here? The diehard Chiefs fan. Let's see what he did. Cup, Najee, Matt Stafford. Had to get a quarterback. I think you were going on tilt there after losing out on Mahomes.
Who got the stack though?
And oh no, you didn't lose out on Kelsey. You could have got Kelsey right there, Card Dojo. Oh man, I don't know, man. That's no bueno. You let Kelsey slide past you, then you go Stafford, Aaron Jones. Love that Aaron Jones pick in the 4th. Tua, Marquise Brown, Elijah Mitchell, Rashad Bateman. Love it. Damian Harris, Marquez Valdez. So you got your Chief right there. You got your first Chief in the 10th with MVS.
The blocking Gesicki.
The non-blocking Gesicki. Tyler Lockett, Higbee, Pacheco. Got another Chief in Pacheco. I like Pacheco's got some serious talent. He could break out. Yeah. Mostert, Sammy Watkins, Chuba Hubbard, Robert Tonyan. Chiefs defense in the final round.
I think
Chiefs defense are going to be pretty good.
Tonyan, if healthy, could be big value, but
yeah, touchdown guy for Rodgers. If not, Alan Lazard or Aaron Jones or AJ Dillon. So great draft, man.
I'm
All right,
excited to
fellas,
see how this
I'm gonna
pans out,
bounce.
honestly.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting season, man. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to get back on with you as well, Kendall. I was talking to Paul earlier, maybe next week for another football card strategy session.
Let's do it
over there.
Let's do it. I'll talk to you guys.
All right,
Nice
see you,
meeting
Kendall.
Kendall. Have a great night, man.
So we are going to hop on. We're going to pull our man Derek Richard in here in a few minutes, and we're going to hop on over to UnderdogFantasy.com. That's right, guys. 2 days left till the season starts, and Underdog's got their $5 puppy out. No roster start-sit decisions. It's best ball mania, baby. It's best ball season. Got to finish strong. 2 days left till the season starts to get in season-long best ball leagues. And I talked to my man, Andrew Mackins, marketing director from Underdog Fantasy. And we're only four freaking new signups away from a 2022 Prism Draft Picks Hobby Box being donated to the Quest channel. And I'm going to rip that bad boy open and give every single card away to some lucky winners. So if you're not signed up, promo code Quest, 100% instant deposit bonus. We're going to sign off here. We're going to fire up a new stream in just like 10 minutes. Gives me just enough time to grab a beer, maybe some cookies out of the cupboard, and get locked in and ready to draft for a couple hours tonight. We're staying up late tonight, man.
I'm in for sure for the first one, Andy. So let's rock and roll here.
Awesome. All right, guys. Great card content. Creator draft stream. Great way to kick off the season with this league, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes in the other stream. Peace. Bush Seeger says Hitman has 2 in him. No, man.